What the fly? A giant insect said to be the world's biggest mosquito, discovered in southwestern China last August, will be on display at a museum next month. Reported by China's Xinhua News, entomologist Zhao Li discovered the giant critter at Qingsheng Mountain in China's Sichuan province last August. Holorheusia mikado, also known as the crane fly, belongs to the world's largest mosquito species Holorheusia and has a 5-centimeter long body and a wingspan of 11.15 centimeters. First discovered and named by British entomologist John Westwood in Japan in 1876, the mosquito is said to be the largest of the mosquitoes with an average wingspan of 8 centimeters. Zhao said that despite the fly's horrific look, they do not feed on blood. The adults have a lifespan of only a few days and mainly feed on nectar. Zhao, who is also a curator of the Insect Museum of West China, told local media Sichuan Online that the crane fly will now go on display at his museum as part of an exhibition about strange insects in May.
China is developing a mosquito radar. Chinese scientists are working on new radar technology to track mosquitoes. According to the South China Morning Post, the radar emits electromagnetic waves on many frequencies. The device reportedly uses technology from China's missile defense system. When these electromagnetic waves come in contact with the insect, they are bounced back toward the radar with data on the mosquito. This information reportedly includes what species a mosquito belongs to, as well as its gender, flight speed, and direction. Another researcher unassociated with the project explained it may be more difficult to detect a mosquito than an F-22. This is because the differences in structure and movements. Background noise may also make it difficult to track mosquitoes via radar.
Scientists create malaria-resistant mosquitoes. A new gene editing technique may be the cure to ending malaria. Around 3.2 billion people, which is almost half of the world's population, are at risk of malaria. In 2015, sub-Saharan Africa alone accounted for 91% of malaria deaths. Malaria is a life-threatening disease caused by Plasmodium parasites. Humans are infected through bites from infected female Anopheles mosquitoes. Using a genome editing tool called CRISPR, scientists have successfully inserted malaria-blocking genes into mosquitoes, making them resistant to infection. When an altered mosquito mates with a wild mosquito, the offspring inherits both an edited copy and a normal copy of a gene. The CRISPR tool alters the normal copy to force the cell into replicating the edited version when it repairs the damage, thus resulting in 2 edited copies. Almost 100% of the mosquito offspring tested inherited the malaria-resistant gene. Genetically modified mosquitoes could be released in the Florida Keys. Millions of genetically modified mosquitoes could be released in the Florida Keys if authorities grant permission to proceed with an experiment that aims to fight against dengue and chikungunya, which are primarily spread by Aedes aegypti mosquitoes. British biofirm Oxitec genetically modified Aedes aegypti mosquitoes by breeding them with fragments of genes from the herpes simplex virus, E. coli bacteria, coral, and cabbage. The synthetic DNA does not kill the mosquitoes or pose a threat to other organisms, but it kills mosquito larvae. Genetically modified male mosquitoes are released to mate with wild female mosquitoes, whose offspring would die, eventually reducing the overall mosquito population. In a 2012 experiment in the Cayman Islands, 3.3 million genetically modified mosquitoes were released and reduced the wild mosquito population by 96% in 6 months. Worried about the unintended effects genetically modified mosquitoes would have on local wildlife, more than 130,000 people have signed a Change.org petition against the experiment. LG launches mosquito-repelling TV in India. A South Korean conglomerate has launched a television in India with built-in mosquito-repelling technology. LG Electronics has developed a TV with a built-in ultrasonic device. The device emits ultrasonic waves above 30 kilohertz, which are inaudible to humans, but calibrated to repel mosquitoes. The device continues to function with the TV switched off, as long as the set remains plugged into a power source.
In addition to the anti-mosquito TV, LG has also applied the technology to its air conditioners sold in India. The company said the technology has been certified effective by an independent lab in India.